YouTube, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be demonstrating this low fade haircut step by step. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below any questions you guys might have for this tutorial. So the first step that we're going to take, we're going to grab our number 4 guard and we're going to create a nice base for our haircut. So this just makes it easier for you guys to set a clean guideline. So we're aiming for the top of the parietal ridge area. The parietal ridge area, every person has a different size shaped head, so just get the corner of his hairline and draw kind of like a straight line across his head. That marks the parietal ridge. That's where I just stop in terms of where I'm flicking out with my number 4 guard using this scooping method, using my comb as well. So this just makes it easier for me to go in and set guidelines on the next step. Next, we want to examine our client and make sure we know where his occipital bone is at. Right there with my left hand, my ring finger, I'm pointing at his occipital bone, and also the C-cup areas right there where I start the guideline. With the low fade, I like splitting his sideburn in half. That's kind of like my rule of thumb, and I like having the highest point of my low fade right there at the top of the ear. And the occipital bone is about 2 fingers above that guideline. So just depending on how high his occipital bone is, your client, just make sure you guys dip it down about 2 fingers and just create the same thing on the other side of the head. I also forgot to mention the trimmer that I'm using. It's a trimmer by Gamma, and these trimmers are not zero gapped. They come straight out of the box like that. I like using these trimmers for setting guidelines and debulking hair. So then on this step, I'm using my Babyless skeleton trimmers that are zero gap. They're modified. I don't switch out the blade. I close in the both blades so it can be sharper. If you guys need help with that, just YouTube it, how to zero gap Babyless skeletons. It makes it sharper. And I'm going all the way almost to the top of the guideline, but I leave a little bit of room so I can create some stubble for the next step, which is going to be to shave everything underneath that Babyless skeleton guideline. You can't really see the guideline, but just shave underneath it. And in person, you guys will be able to see it more clearly. In camera, it's kind of hard to see the stubble, but just follow these steps, guys. It's gonna be a easier transition when you guys erase that first guideline. So just keep working in these steps, guys. We want to be able to organize our work and make sure our work is as clean as possible. A clean canvas will always yield you better results than a messy canvas. Right here, I'm using 2 fingers to measure this guideline. It's the 1 guard with the lever open. My lever is all the way to the bottom, which means it's open. It creates the half, and I attach the 1 guard. This is the 1.5, and we're just creating a guideline that matches the guideline that we set with our trimmers. So do this on both sides of the head and repeat the process until the guideline is completely consistent. The reason why I started with the 1.5 first is because it's a step ahead, but this allows me to cut this guideline in half using my lever open. I don't have any guards attached. This is the half, and I split that guideline and just to make 2 proportional guidelines. And I know if one is actually consistent or not because you guys can see the shade of color in the guideline. So my goal is always to set myself up with 2 separate guidelines so I can erase one by one and my work can be organized. This is a little trick that I use for all my fades. I like just baby tapping that beginning of the guideline with the trimmer that we use to set the guideline, just to kind of smudge the guideline a little bit to make it easier on our clipper when we fade with our clippers. So try that out, guys, and let me know down below if you guys have enjoyed this content. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more videos. And for the next step, guys, we're gonna erase this guideline using our middle open closed lever method. I'm gonna explain that really quick using this diagram. So first, we want to start with the first guideline there that you guys see on the bottom. We want to put our lever in the middle, hit the guideline in the middle, open the lever a little bit, go a tiny bit higher until our lever's all the way open. We hit the whole guideline. Then we want to close our lever, hit the beginning of the guideline, open up our lever little by little until we repeat the process again, guys. This is called the middle open close method. I always use this method for the first guideline. You guys can see there, I'm touching the beginning of the guideline, going towards the middle and working from that ear to the temple of the head. As I keep opening the lever, I go a tiny bit higher into the fade using the corners of my clipper, of my blade. I'm just working from the temple of the head to the ear, back and forth, just staying consistent with my movement. And that's all I'm going to be doing for this first guideline, guys. In the back of the head, I do the same thing. Make sure you guys are focused when you guys are hitting the middle of the guideline. Don't go any higher than the middle part of the guideline, and just stay in a consistent rhythm. So now that our guideline is completely blended, we're going to use a different method now. Close to open. We're going to start with the lever closed and slightly open it little by little as we go higher into the guideline. This is a different method. In this step, after you guys erase the first guideline, this is a two-step process. You're not going to blend out the line in this step. This step is just going to set you up for the next step. So make sure you guys take your time and you guys give it the full attention that this step needs, because if you guys don't execute this step the way that you're supposed to, it's going to make it a lot harder on the next step to completely blend out this line. So make sure you guys do the close to open lever method at least 3 to 4 times, from the temple of the head to the ear and from the ear to the back of the occipital bone. Repeat that process about 3 to 4 times, or until you feel comfortable moving on to the next step. So now we're going to complete this fading process for the second guideline. We attach the 0.5 guard, the blending guard. We're closing the lever and we're baby tapping the beginning of the guideline, and we're doing the close to open lever method using our babyless clippers. I like using these clippers using the 0.5 guard because it has those notches on the side of the lever. It's not like the magic clip where you kind of have to guess where the lever is at. This clipper has about 5 levels if I'm not mistaken, and you guys can go up or down depending on what method you are using. Right here I'm using the close to open lever method. That smudge, that line that you guys see there, I'm tapping it with my lever closed. I open up the lever a little bit, just 1 level, and I go a tiny bit higher. Out of all the steps, this step right here requires the most patience and focus of the whole haircut, because we can't really see our guideline blend out like the first guideline. This just requires you to stay focused on that area that you're working with whatever lever method you are using. So make sure you guys just take your time and work in zones of the head. Like I mentioned before in the video, go from the temple of the head and work to the ear. Once you're done blending out that area, go from the ear to the back of the head and repeat the process as many times as you guys can. And right here, we're gonna grab our 2 guard with the lever open. This creates the 2.5. We're gonna go about a finger and flick out towards that parietal ridge area. So once we flick out and we create a 1 finger guideline, we want to go ahead and close the lever, which this just gives us the number 2 guard, And we're gonna do the same thing and hit the beginning of the guideline and go higher into the fade. The goal using our number 2 guard is basically to set us up to blend everything on top of the 1.5. So 2.5, then we go to a 3.5. We go a finger above the 2.5. We can't really see the 2.5 guideline, so you guys have to really stay focused throughout this haircut and make sure that you guys are going in levels, one finger above every single number that you go. So right here is a 3 guard with the lever closed, and we're flicking out towards the top of the 4 guard that we used in the beginning of the video. We have completely blended almost everything besides this middle guideline that you guys see there. We're going to finalize this blend using our close to open lever method with our 1.5 guard. It's super important in this step that you guys take your time. You guys can see there, I'm baby tapping the beginning of the guideline with my lever closed, working from that temple of the head to the ear. If the beginning of the guideline doesn't seem to blend out, I always like going back and using our 1 guard with the lever open just to baby tap the beginning of the guideline. That's only if your guideline isn't blending. Just always refer back to the step before and baby tap the guideline with the guard that you guys used on the previous step. That's just something that you guys can use to correct your work. And right here, just so you guys go in a very consistent, I guess you can say, flow, do the close to open lever method 4 times and 4 areas of the head. So go from the temple to the ear. Once you guys do the close to open lever method about 4 times, go from the ear to the back of the head. And you guys can see how I'm angling my machine on its left side, because the hair in the back of his head grows down towards the occipital bone. It's super important to adjust to your client because different people will have different hair growth, different patterns, and your machine doesn't know that. Only you know that. So adjusting to your client is going to be super crucial just to get faster at fading and to get an overall better result. To create a nice crispy C-cup lining, it's super important to keep everything as natural as possible. I'd use different techniques depending on my client. My client's C-cup grows towards the left, so that's why you saw me angle my trimmer in a way where I can really get rid of those extra baby hairs that stick out. You guys can't really see it here on the video, but if you were to see my client going from the front perspective of his head, there would be some hair sticking out. And just take your time when you guys are doing the C-cup area because it's super important. It gives it that nice clean blurry effect when you guys have it dark. I didn't use any enhancements, and what I'm doing here in this step is I'm going in with my shaver and getting rid of any hair, any little stubble that I didn't get rid of with the shaver. I go through it again, then I hit it with the straight razor on top because sometimes it leaves a little smudge. I can single out those smudges with my razor to create a nice blurry effect. And sometimes when we use our razor, it leaves a smudge as well. So then we go in with our trimmer and flick out to give it that nice blurry effect, guys. This is the point cutting method as well. Some detailing steps, guys, that you guys must take in order for you guys to get your work to the next level. This is the before and this is the after. Every single step I demonstrated in this video. There's no enhancements in this haircut. This is a step-by-step mid-low fade on my man Carlos. I appreciate him for really sitting down and being patient and just giving me his time for this video, allowing me to create this mid-low fade haircut and just being able to educate you guys on this channel. You know, I appreciate you guys for watching this video all the way through. Let me know down below what I can do better for you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next tutorial. Peace.